And welcome to the Blitz. I'm Parker. This is Matthew, and this is Reed. And today we're going to talk about the NFL division winners. But first, we wanted to let you know that you can call into your show, give us your own opinion. Numbers 1 through 9 with a 0 at the end. We'll be taking callers momentarily. First, Matthew, who do you think is going to win some of the NFL divisions?
So what I think is that in the NFC West, I'm taking the Seahawks. That might be kind of a hot take, but considering how injury prone that the 49ers are and how the Rams weren't very good last year, their defense has gotten worse. They just lost Bobby Wagner. And then the Cardinals, they're just not very good. They have a new head coach. And the Seahawks have improved with the best draft. And with Pete Carroll as a Hall of Fame head coach and Geno Smith constantly improving, the Seahawks will be the NFC West champs next year. And in the AFC side, the AFC West, I mean, that's a competitive division, obviously, but with a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes on your team, there's no doubt that the Chiefs will once again be the AFC West champions next year.
Reed, how say you?
NFC North is a very interesting division. Rodgers just left, and I got the Lions taking it all. I think Vikings. I feel like Kirk Cousins is not going to have a great year. The Lions look great. They did not have the most amazing draft. I'll say that with taking a linebacker and a running back, which was an absolute just a push. They shouldn't have done that, but that's okay. I think Lions still will take this division. And then for the NFC South, not a very competitive division. I've got the Panthers taking it.
Yeah.
I think Bryce Young can lead them to a division title. Like I said, division's not very competitive with the Saints and then Falcons and then Buccaneers. I just don't see it. For the NFC East, I've got the Cowboys. I think Eagles they lost a lot of guys this year, and I mean they take a lot of Georgia Bulldog players, which Georgia players they're ready. Kirby Smart trains them like they're in the NFL and gets them ready, but I just don't see the Eagles coming out on top.
Yeah, absolutely. Me personally, starting off with the AFC North, I got the Baltimore Ravens winning the division and upset. Everybody's talking about how this is Joe Burrow's year, this is his MVP season, this is the year he's going to get a Super Bowl. People forget 1 year ago from today, everybody was talking like that about Josh Allen, and he had one of his worst seasons in the last few years. So I think something is going to happen to Joe Burrow that's going to give him that bad luck, whether it's an injury or whether it's one of his main star players getting injured for a couple of weeks. That's going to really hurt their division. I think the Ravens are going to have one of their best year in years. And I think they're going to win the division. AFC East, I still take Buffalo as the division winner. I think year 2 with Ken Dorsey as the offensive coordinator and Joe Brady as the quarterback's coach. I think they will improve from last year. I think the defense will improve. I think Diggs and Davis will do very good, as well as the new addition to the tight end. They got a great tight end room with Dawson Knox and Dominic Kincaid. The Dolphins, I think they are good. Same with the Patriots. Really, every team in that division is pretty good and could win the division without a doubt. But I think the Bills will still repeat as division champions and go into probably the worst division in sports or NFL, at least the AFC South. I think it's the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're really the only playoff contender right now in that division. Houston, Texans are terrible. Indianapolis Colts, they could do good with Anthony Richardson. They could not. It's really a big question mark right now. We'll just have to wait and see, especially with the new head coach, who I think is a good head coach. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. But the Tennessee Titans, they got Derrick Henry, and that's about it. I don't think Will Levis is going to be that good. Now we're going to go to line number 1. Caller, go ahead, please.
Well, we're talking about the division with the Vikings, the Packers, the Lions, and the Bears. And you guys are talking about how you think the Lions could win the division. Do you think there's any chance that the Chicago Bears could shock the world and win that division with that division finally probably being at its lowest point since Rodgers leaving?
Yeah, I definitely could see it. Bears loading up on defense once again. They did lose Montgomery in free agency to the rival, the Lions. But I could definitely see the Bears taking it. They could shock me a little bit, but I just don't really think I see it. I think the Lions or Vikings are just too good for them. Packers are going to be okay with Jordan Love, but it just depends on how he plays, and we'll see how he does.
I feel like I don't think they have a chance of winning the division. Sure, they're going to be better than last year, but I think they're going to be better than the Packers for sure. But I'm not so sure about being better than the Lions or the Vikings. Those two teams are some solid teams. And Dan Campbell, he is a great head coach. And I don't see how the Bears, I know they've improved a lot, but still with a young quarterback in Justin Fields, And defense, yes, they have a good defense now, but I just don't see it happening, honestly.
Yeah, and personally, I think the NFC North is full of overrated teams. Packers, we just don't know. I think they could be the worst team. We just have to see how Jordan Love is. But I think the Vikings are overrated. I think they were overrated last year. But I think they should improve, and I still think they'll win the division. But I think the Lions are overrated. Dan Campbell is a good head coach, but he hasn't won a playoff game, hasn't been to a playoff game as the head coach for the Lions. So we'll just have to see. But as far as the Bears go, year 2 with their head coach, Justin Fields, still at the quarterback position, made a couple of decent draft picks, but I still don't think they're ready just yet to make the division run. They could come in number 3, number 2. They could make a playoff push at the end of the season, but I don't think they're quite ready to take the division title. Well, that's going to do it for the Bush. We thank you for tuning in. This has been Matthew and Reed. I'm Parker. We bid you a good night.